Today I'm heading to Santa Cruz La Laguna to check out the Friends of Santa Cruz organization. Santa Cruz La Laguna is one of the more tranquil and lesser-known villages on the shores of Lake Atitlán. To get there from San Marcos, catch a lancha for 25 quetzales in the direction of Panajachel. Nestled between two verdant mountains, the town offers breathtaking views of the lake and its encircling volcanoes. It is a place of quiet beauty, where traditional life still moves to a slower, more deliberate rhythm. So I thought that the hill to get up to San Marcos was pretty bad. But the hill to get up to Santa Cruz La Laguna is so bad that they actually zigzagged the road. Thankfully, a kind tuk-tuk driver offered me a ride for 25 quetzales. The road winding up to the village is steep and rugged, but it rewards the journey with sweeping, awe-inspiring views of the lake and the surrounding highlands. The village is home to a vibrant indigenous Kaqchikel community that has preserved its cultural heritage with remarkable pride. Here, ancient customs and languages endure, and the artistry of hand-woven textiles and artisanal crafts continues to flourish. Unlike the busier, more touristic hubs around the lake, Santa Cruz has maintained a distinct charm through its minimal commercialization and commitment to authenticity. While the village has recently opened its doors to tourism, the community made a conscious decision. They welcomed visitors, but not at the cost of their identity. They did not want to become another San Marcos or San Pedro. Their goal was to maintain unmistakably Kaqchikel, while seeking the support needed to improve local opportunities and quality of life. In this spirit, the Fundación Amigos de Santa Cruz, Friends of Santa Cruz Foundation, or FOSC for short, was founded in 1996. This nonprofit organization is devoted to fostering sustainable community development across Santa Cruz and its neighboring villages. Its mission centers on education, vocational training, health, and economic empowerment. Over the decades, FOSC has played a pivotal role in the village's transformation, from a place with limited access to resources to a thriving community with flourishing businesses, educated youth, and improved living conditions. At the heart of its work is a deep partnership with the local population, ensuring that every program reflects the needs, values, and aspirations of Santa Cruz itself. The tuk-tuk driver dropped me off in the heart of Santa Cruz La Laguna, right in front of El Centro de Captación, better known as CCAP, which is on the main path through the village. It's a landmark that's hard to miss with its bold, canary-colored walls catching the sunlight. CCAP serves as the home base for Friends of Santa Cruz. Remarkably, this is also where I found the only working ATM on Lake Atitlán outside of Panajachel, a hidden gem for any traveler in need of cash. Waiting there was my tour guide, Lee. Click the link in the description if you'd like to book the same tour. Lee moved here from the United States and has been living in Santa Cruz for over 10 years. He's not just a volunteer with CCAP. He's part of the community. He speaks both Spanish and Kaqchikel fluently and offers a unique, local perspective you won't find anywhere else. CCAP isn't just a training center. It's a hub of transformation. Here, locals have access to vocational courses in culinary arts that focus on healthy foods, jewelry making and weaving in Kaqchikel patterns and colors, a carpentry and welding shop where students are currently constructing shelving, a computer science lab with the latest technology, and so much more, equipping them with real-world skills to thrive economically. Even more impressive, the entire facility is solar-powered, using lithium batteries that replaced what was once an $800 a month electricity bill. Now, zero. Participants even learn how to maintain the solar infrastructure themselves, creating a model of sustainability and self-reliance. You'll find a small shop filled with handcrafted goods made by the students, intricately woven textiles in bold, traditional Kaqchikel patterns, soft blankets and pillows, clothing and accessories. Every Quetzal spent here is funneled back into the community programs, supporting healthcare access, fighting malnutrition, and offering workshops on healthy cooking and food security.
Everything is here and is beautiful. I think my mom might like that.
This one, okay, yeah. I like these two. Oh, and the earrings, so they have matching. They're cute. Oh, they're nice. So you want to take these?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you can.
What struck me most was the intentional focus on women's empowerment. So many of these programs are designed to promote entrepreneurship and economic independence for women in the village, giving them not just skills, but dignity and agency. I love that. They also accept credit cards. So this turquoise jewelry set is coming home with me, not just as a souvenir, but as a piece of a bigger story. They threw in a cute miniature pouch free of charge.
So I don't know if you've seen many of the weavers here, but that's the ladies of this area. That's very much part of their life.
Our next stop was Casa de Abuelita, Little Grandma's house. A charming bed and breakfast brought to life with the support of Friends of Santa Cruz. The moment you arrive, you're greeted with corn growing outside and a family member weaving. The house catches your eye with its electric blue exterior, a bold splash of color nestled into the hillside. The walls are adorned with vibrant murals, many of them depicting serene lake scenes and cultural motifs that celebrate local heritage. It feels like stepping into a living piece of art. Inside, the rooms are named after beloved family members, each one simple yet inviting. Though compact, they're thoughtfully arranged, offering all the essentials for a comfortable stay. But the real showstopper? The views. While you're enjoying your home-cooked meal, you're treated to sweeping panoramas of Lake Atitlán and its surrounding volcanoes. The kind of vistas that make you pause and take a breath. Much of the property is still a work in progress and under construction due to expansion. But it's easy to envision the thriving retreat this place is destined to become. One rooted in family, tradition, and sustainability. And if you decide to stay here, don't miss the sacred experience tucked just down the stairs. A traditional Mayan sweat lodge. These temazcales have been used for generations in purification rituals and holistic healing. The intense heat, generated by pouring water over volcanic stones, creates thick, therapeutic steam that draws out toxins and negative energy. It's not just a physical cleanse, but a spiritual one, offering participants a space to reconnect, reflect, and restore balance to body, mind, and soul. Although it's not turned on now, I imagine stepping into this steamy, sacred space is like stepping into the heartbeat of Mayan wellness traditions. A humbling reminder of the deep wisdom that still lives and breathes in this land. Casa de Abuelita is more than just a place to stay. It's a window into local culture, family legacy, and the power of community-driven growth. Whether you come for the views, the warmth of the family, or the healing of the sweat lodge, this hidden gem offers an experience that nourishes far beyond the surface. Next, Lee guided me to La Casa de Alicia, a modest yet welcoming home that Friends of Santa Cruz has helped transform into a vibrant cooking school. Run by two warm and passionate sisters, Alicia and Vanessa, this space now serves as a place where tradition, flavor, and community come together over the stove.
Oh, sorry, it's me. I'm the visitor. Hola.
Okay. So this is Alicia and Vanessa, and Alicia started out years ago doing food for home delivery. So like if you don't want to cook, she'll make a roast chicken or lasagna. She's got her certain things. And then she's more recently developed cooking classes. So she has cooking classes up here just about any time. So just explaining a little bit.
Do you want to come in?
Yeah.
At first, I'll admit, Lee nearly lost me when he began describing the chicken dishes. But then came the twist. Most traditional Guatemalan recipes actually begin plant-based, with meat added only at the end. That means there's a deep, often overlooked potential for vegan and vegetarian variations rooted in the cuisine's foundation. And when Alicia mentioned they offer tofu as a substitute for meat, I was all in. I'll be returning soon to take part in a hands-on cooking class. And trust me, you'll want to join too. There's a link in the description if you're ready to explore the flavors of Guatemala in a way that's both authentic and plant-forward. Next, Lee led me to the local grade school, a cheerful, bustling place at the heart of the community. With colorful murals and the sound of children's laughter echoing throughout, it's clear this is more than just a place to learn. It's a symbol of opportunity. Friends of Santa Cruz plays a vital role here, supporting not just the school itself, but the students' educational journeys beyond it. While elementary education is free, continuing into junior high and high school comes with costs that many families can't afford. That's where Friends of Santa Cruz stepped in, offering scholarships to help bridge the gap and ensure motivated students don't have to stop learning for financial reasons. They also run literacy programs for both children and adults, empowering the entire community with the tools to read, write, and imagine a different future. It's an investment not just in education, but in long-term transformation. Our final stop was just across the street from the school, a small textile shop perched on the hillside, offering breathtaking views of the lake below. Inside, the walls were lined with threads in every color imaginable, though rich shades of red seemed to dominate, a signature hue in traditional Kaqchikel weaving.
So the same family that we visited for the cooking class, Alicia, this is her textile shop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, hola, ¿cómo está? This is Alicia's mother.
The shop is a celebration of heritage. Each piece hand-woven with intricate patterns passed down through generations. Friends of Santa Cruz played a key role in helping Alicia establish this space, turning local talent into sustainable income. Lee and I parted ways, leaving me with time to wander the quiet pathways of Santa Cruz and absorb the vibrant spirit woven into its walls. Murals blossomed across buildings like open-air stories, vivid depictions of corn, coffee, and sacred symbols that honor the rhythms of indigenous life. There's a quiet momentum here, a sense that something beautiful is blossoming just beneath the surface. In a few short years, Santa Cruz may well rival San Pedro and San Marcos, not in size, but in soul, creativity, and the strength of a community proudly rooted in its traditions while shaping its own future. My musings eventually led me back to CCAP, the radiant yellow building perched proudly on the hillside, its color as bold and inviting as the community it serves. Inside, I discovered Café Sabor Cruceño, a restaurant that's more than just a place to eat. It's the culmination of a dream made real. The chef, a graduate of CCAP's Culinary Arts program, has been trained to professional standards and now runs the kitchen with the confidence and flair of someone who knows they belong here. A meal here is included in the tour, and the setting is nothing short of breathtaking. The open-air dining area offers what might be the most stunning views in all of Santa Cruz. The lake sparkling below, kayakers gliding across its surface, and the silhouettes of ancient volcanoes rising in the distance like quiet guardians of the highlands. Though the menu leans heavily toward meat, it's clear that care and creativity are at the heart of everything served. I'm hopeful. If anyone can make room for plant-based possibilities, it's a place built on innovation, skill, and community pride.
So because of all the amazing work that this place is doing, I had already decided I was going to eat here, even if all they had was French fries. They have so many vegan options. I am just beyond impressed with this place. On top of that, there's a killer view. Hola. Soy vegana. Pepian con tofu. Sí.
Anything else?
Rosa de Jamaica.
Ice?
No ice. No ice.
Cold?
Cold is fine. Cold is fine. Just no ice. Yeah. Yeah. Gracias.
Rosa de Jamaica, also known as hibiscus tea, is a beloved traditional beverage throughout Latin America, cherished for both its bold flavor and striking appearance. Made from the dried petals of the hibiscus flower, the drink boasts a deep crimson hue that's as vibrant as its taste. Lightly tart with floral undertones, it's served chilled and sweetened, offering a refreshing balance between tanginess and sweetness. It carries cultural significance, often shared during meals and celebrations as a symbol of hospitality and tradition. Pepián is one of Guatemala's most iconic and time-honored dishes, a deeply flavorful stew that reflects the country's rich fusion of Mayan and Spanish culinary heritage. Served with fluffy rice, soft tortillas, and a delicately carved tomato blossom as garnish, this dish is as visually inviting as it is satisfying. Traditionally made with meat, this vegan version is a soulful interpretation that loses none of its complexity or depth. Tender chunks of sweet potato, carrot, and tofu soak in a thick, velvety sauce enriched with cacao, lending a subtle bitterness that balances beautifully with the earthiness of the vegetables. The base is a fragrant blend of toasted seeds and spices. I can taste the nuttiness of sesame and pumpkin seeds, the warmth of cinnamon, and the smoky heat of dried chili peppers. Each bite carries layers of flavor: rich, smoky, slightly spicy, and utterly comforting. Pepián isn't just a meal. It's a story in a bowl, a culinary echo of Guatemala's ancestral roots and evolving traditions. For anyone curious about the heart of Guatemalan cuisine, this dish is an essential experience. And that brings me to the end of my journey through Santa Cruz La Laguna, a village that may be small in size, but is enormous in heart, history, and hope. What I found here wasn't just beautiful views and delicious food, though there was plenty of that. I found a community that's rewriting its own story, not by chasing trends or giving in to tourism, but by doubling down on identity, tradition, and collective strength. With the help of Friends of Santa Cruz, this village has become a living classroom, a workshop, a sanctuary, and a vision for what sustainable, community-driven development can actually look like. Whether it's sipping Rosa de Jamaica on a terrace overlooking volcanoes, tasting vegan pepián steeped in centuries of tradition, or stepping into a temazcal to reconnect with the spirit, Santa Cruz invites you to slow down, breathe deep, and listen. The land speaks here. So do the people. And what they have to say is worth hearing. Stay curious, be inspired, find freedom, wander elsewhere. I'll see you in the next one. Would you visit Santa Cruz La Laguna? Comment below. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you liked the video, hit the like button, share with a friend, subscribe for more, and drop a comment or respond to the prompt.